Well, here we are already. First day of March. How does this happen? I mean, the calendar just flew off the wall. Sometimes I don't even bother to look at it. I mean, the days just... I'll look up and say, what year is it? And I'm still probably 20, 30, 40 years behind. Anyhow, we are continuing in the story of William Borden. Yesterday we heard chapter 14 as we concluded the month. And here today we are going to listen to chapter 15. And so put on your listening ears and invite a friend. And here we go.
So I've had a chance to talk with both of them already.
That's wonderful, Charlie.
It's a perfect opportunity, Bill. Most times those fellows would never come near any of us, especially if they thought we were going to preach to them.
But when we're all working together on a committee, one for them to see that their best friend gets a decent funeral.
Exactly. That and the fact that Rich's death has really shaken them to the roots. Well, one of them even asked me if water on the heart was contagious.
Still feel badly about Rich's dying before we spoke with him about Christ, Charlie. It looks as though God is using his death to warn his fast friends.
It does seem that way, Bill. Up until now, that bunch ran around and did pretty much as they pleased. Spent lots of time over at Savin' Rock at those shows and with those loose women. Now all of a sudden they're thinking about death. It's a whole new thought for them, and they're worried.
Thank God for such an opportunity, Charlie. And I pray also that we'll use this opportunity as it should be used.
We greet our friends everywhere with Chapter 15 of This One Thing I Do, the story of William Borden. This is another in the series, Stories of Great Christians, and comes to you from the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.
You can be sure that I'm glad this day's classes are through. I have so much to do. I'm starting to...
There he is. William!
William!
Mother! Father! What in the world are you doing here at
Hello,
Yale?
son. How are you?
What a surprise!
Oh, we've wanted to come so often, but resisted until now.
Oh, it's wonderful to see you.
Well, we had to come out to find out if all the wonders you kept writing about Yale were really true.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so surprised.
We sure did.
I can't remember what I told you, but I'm sure it all is. Well, let's go over to my room. You have to see it. And then we can sit down and plan what all we'll do while you're here.
We've just come from Vassar and seen your sister. She did very well in the debate we watched.
We've had such a wonderful time, William.
Yes, this is a fine school.
And your friends are so nice.
Isn't Charlie Campbell everything I've told you?
Fine boy.
I think he's as close to perfect as anyone ever could be. With examples like him all around, there may be hope for me.
Well, William, I already see so many things about you, and you've been here less than a year.
Really?
I've noticed them too, William, and so happily.
Must be as something I've read recently. We imitate that which we admire, and just being near good qualities is a way in which to develop them.
I think there's a great deal of truth in that.
Of course, this writer carries it immediately to being imitators of Christ, the need to be near him much of the time.
You know, William, I would like to read some of his works.
Well, I'm afraid we must be going, William. Again, thanks for an enjoyable time.
I can still hardly get over the surprise of your visit. Please try to come again sometime.
We will. Come, Mary. We must hurry on to New York.
Goodbye, William.
Goodbye, Mother. Right soon.
Ah, boy, I'm glad that test is over.
Me too. This is my one Waterloo. Greek.
Why? What are you getting in it?
I'm almost ashamed to tell you. C.
C? That's ridiculous. You're prepared every day? You're about the only one in the class that doesn't use a translation for help.
Nonetheless, C.
Yeah, I thought so before. Now I'm convinced of it.
What's that?
About Professor Scott. I don't think he likes you.
Oh, I don't think you can say that.
I just did. I mean, look at the facts. Every time you recite, he picks apart everything you say. He acts as though it's the worst thing he's ever heard.
Well, that's his job, Charlie. I guess I just don't have the knack.
Oh, hogwash. Well, it is. Every fellow in the class would like to have the control over Greek that you do. See. What are you getting in your other courses?
So far, all A's.
See what I mean? How could a straight A student get C in Greek? Doesn't make sense.
Well, I'm sure that Professor Scott has his reasons.
I was told way back at registration to steer clear of Professor Scott's Greek class. That he had a way of picking people to like and dislike, and then grading on that basis.
Well, at any rate, I'm going to really throw myself into these last few weeks of school. If I could pull Greek up to the others... excuse me, Charlie. Come in.
William Borden,
That's right.
I have this message for you.
Thank you. Wonder what this could be.
Yeah, they don't usually trace you for messages unless they're pretty important. Usually they just drop them in... Bill? Bill, what's the matter?
I can't understand it. He was fine just a few short weeks ago.
Who was?
My father. This is a message from our family doctor calling me home. Father is critically ill. I don't expect him to live very much longer.
We're glad to see you home, Mr. William. I think you'll be needed more than ever.
My father?
I'm afraid you're too late, sir. He passed away a few hours ago.
So suddenly. Where's Mother?
In her room. She's expecting you.
Thank you, Clifton.
I'm sure I speak for the entire staff, sir, when I express my deepest regrets.
They are appreciated. Thank you. We'll be counting on you all to carry on in the absence of Father and the distraction of Mother.
We understand, sir. You may be sure that we shall do everything possible to ease the strain.
Thank you again, Clifton.
Yes, sir.
Now I must go to Mother.
Who is it, please?
It's William, Mother.
William, please come here.
I left school as soon as I received the message, but...
I know. Your sister was here before the end. But even then, he didn't regain consciousness.
Oh, Mother. How sudden it all was.
Yes.
I wish you would cry or something. Your quietness somehow frightens me.
I will cry when I am able, William. William, you mustn't remember hard things about your father.
What do you mean, Mother?
I know it seemed he was always against your devotion to God.
It's all right, Mother.
But you must understand, it was not against your devotion to God, but against any emotionally based whim. Your father was a good man.
I think I know that.
Often lately, and especially after our visit, he spoke proudly of your dedication to God's work. He would smile and he would say, "My son, my..."
There, Mother. He's in God's hands.
William, he would smile. Who is it, please?
It's Dr. Cook, Mrs. Borden.
Oh, come in, please.
I have something here that I think you... Oh, well, hello, William. I didn't know you'd arrived.
Hello, Dr. Cook.
Well, that's fine. I was hoping you'd get here soon. Just your being here will help a great deal.
Thank you.
As I was about to say, I have something here I think you ought to take, Mrs. Borden. It'll make it easier for you to rest for a while.
Rest? Yes. Thank you, Doctor.
I've written the instructions right here on the box. Now, if there's nothing else I can do,
I'm sure you're very busy, Dr. Cook. Thank you so much for all you've done.
I'll be checking back tomorrow just to see how you are and if there's anything else to be done.
Thank you, Doctor. We'll appreciate that very much.
Right now, I'd say that rest is in order. You see that your mother gets it, won't you, William? Good morning.
Dr. Cook, my dear friend, back again. How considerate you are.
I was just on my way to a call and thought I'd stop by and see how you were getting along.
Doctor, must you continue the pretense?
Pretense?
For the past 5 weeks, ever since my husband passed away, you've been just dropping in.
Yes, I suppose it's obvious, isn't it?
And I appreciate your considerateness and your friendship more than I can tell you.
I'm afraid there's more to it than that, Mrs. Borden. Oh? After spending days looking after complaining, grumpy people with far less than you have to cause them grief, it's refreshing to my very soul to stop and chat with you.
How kind of you to say so.
Well, it's the truth. Because of the strength you've displayed throughout this tragedy, I've taken more to serious consideration of the things of God.
I thought I'd noticed you in the morning worship services the last few weeks.
You know, as a doctor, Mrs. Borden, I've run into many forms of worship and beliefs. Never such a life as yours.
I've told you before, Dr. Cook, I have the companionship of God and the love of my children and friends. Why, the love of William alone would be almost enough to sustain me.
Is he still writing every day?
Yes, he is. I've grown to look forward so to his letters, one every day.
I don't know how he finds time there at Yale, or for that matter, how he keeps finding things to write about. I'm not much in the way of correspondence myself.
Well, he doesn't always have anything to write about. It's times like that in which he simply sends his love. Listen to the one I received yesterday.
Oh, may I?
He says, Dear Mother, I haven't much to tell you this evening, but just thought I'd write a little note to send you my love. The weather continues pleasant, and I can literally see the leaves grow from day to day. I will try to write often, but don't you try to.
That's all there is to it?
I think it is that kind of letter that means more than all the big ones packed with news. Just as I appreciated your visits when you really aren't just passing by.
Well, God bless you, Mrs. Borden.
And you, Dr. Cook. And may you find his companionship as he has shown it to me.
Dear Mother, at last my freshman year at Yale is through, and we can be together for the summer. I am bringing Charlie Campbell with me to Camden. We are both anxious to see the Maine seashore and to sail aboard my dear Tsatsawasa. We are all very tired, as you must be, and looking forward to a summer that will put us all back on our feet.
And so we conclude chapter 15 of This One Thing I Do, the story of William Borden. This is another in the series, Stories of Great Christians, and comes to you from the radio studios of the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.
nice college visit to the end. Wow, that's hard. I remember when my dad passed away too. Even though he had strokes and heart attacks, no one still expected him because he lived another, probably 10, 14 years. He was a young man when that happened too. I guess World War II and the stress of bringing up a pretty big family is not an easy job. And only the Lord knows when your days are done. I imagine his homework was done. And I thank him. And I hope you do too. Thank your parents for what they've done for you. This is a hard time for William, and yet it's a new chapter in his life, his young life. I don't know how many young people tune in, but I hope there's some that do, because you can learn a lot from those who are older than you. They've been there, they've done that, and they have something to share. They have a word to speak to the younger. If we were back, we'd talk to ourselves, but we'll talk to you. So may the Lord bless you and keep you till next time. Thanks for joining us, and may you grow in grace. It's always a pleasure to have you come along. Don't forget to tune in next weekend for the continuing story of William Borden, chapters 16 and 17 then. Until then, may the Lord bless and keep you. Look forward to seeing you then. God bless. Lord willing. Take care.